Okay, this is the Derry Quay, way back in the, I don't know, 200 years ago. Potato famine and all that, 1845 I think it was. A lot of boats would be along here, making their way to America. Would you believe it? I think it took them about 2 months to get there in a boat. Many people died. This is a picture of all the U-boats that surrendered during the Second World War. All the boats came in here, just where I'm pointing the camera, and surrendered. Do you believe it? They surrendered here, end of the World War. Battle of the Atlantic, U-boats. Give up, we surrender. Greenhouse with red door. Who would live in a place like that? A coffee house. A dog barking in the street. Why would he do such a thing? The flowers are still out. It's still the end of summer. A couple of more weeks. Shipbuilding Company, London, Derry. This is way back. See everybody in the boat saying farewell. New York News. In 1922, she became the last ship ever launched on the Foyle. One of the largest was William Coppin's SS Great Northern, launched in 1842 as Ireland's first screw-propelled ship. We heard along the quays a great thundering and clattering of ironwork in an enormous steam frigate which seems to lie alongside a whole street of houses. William Makepeace Thackeray, 1843. So this was the last boat that was ever built here. Lots of businesses around here. Little apartments. Local Bobby, local policeman in the distance. Derry, Music City! University of Ulster. Just pointing the camera anywhere and everywhere. Just for the hell of it. It's the Foyle Marina in Derry. It's usually just small private boats. Not very often the big boats come in. The odd one comes in from Canada and America. But not a lot. It's a very underused river, as you can see. This is a River Foyle, which eventually goes out to the Atlantic, which eventually turns left to America, right to Norway and Sweden. There you go, history lesson. There you are. Another poster coming up. This is the way the River Foyle used to look like. In the wartime, the American sailors, American and British warships moored up in 5 abreast in Nissahalli docks. Blah 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 blah. With their gum, cigarettes and swank, American sailors went down a storm. And those most enjoyed their shore leave, one sailor likened the city's nightlife to a cemetery with an electric light. This is what I said earlier, the Great Famine. One of Ireland's major ports. Thousands fled from here to the Americas between 1845, I was correct, to 1849 to escape the ravages and hardships brought about by the potato blight of the Great Famine years. Google it. The famine in Ireland. This was the point of departure, as I said before, when the boats all lined up there. Poor people paid whatever they paid to get on it, with the cows and the sheep and the cattle. And many died, as they say, along the way. It was very harsh conditions. Years ago, in the 60s, 1960s, all this here car park was just tin covered huts where they used to store cattle feed and all that kind of stuff that came off the boats from wherever the boats come in from. This here used to be just cranes, tin huts, boats, and lots of guys with little caps on, taking the cattle food off the cattle wagons and sending it off to the farms. Different buildings around here. The one in the distance there was what was known as the Derry Tech. I went there for my education when it was a proper school. Still a proper school, of course. Restaurant, Key West, lots of little businesses all along the way. All in all, good place to live. Best city in the world? Possibly the best country. Chinese, you name it. Good place to eat, good place to park, as you can see, plenty of parking room. So this is Derry, London Derry. Call it what you will. It's always good to get out and walk. It's not sunny, it's very warm, but as you can see the skies are grey, but it's about 19 degrees, which I don't know, I guess that's about maybe 69, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Hello. How you doing? City Hotel on the right hand side there. Busy place. Quite a good hotel. Lots of flowers are still out there. Nobody's nicked them. Although at times I was tempted to do it myself. Yeah, this used to be the way it was in the 60s and the 50s and 30s. The farmers would come with their pigs. Beware! Pigs crossing. So that's the way it used to be like in olden times down this quayside where the car park is. Heysham, Liverpool. Yeah. Bacon curing was one of the city's oldest industries. People fattened pigs in their back garden, the backyard. The women delivered them to the factories close to the quays where I'm standing in case their men spent the pig money on drink on the way home. I can believe that. You know, Derry over the years has been well kept, you know. Look at that arrangement of flowers over there. Beautiful, really beautiful. And yeah, who would have thought that somebody wouldn't come out at night time and try to decorate their front garden with a load of these flowers, but everybody's been good, well behaved. MTV's coming at the end of the month with all their so-called big stars and rappers, all that kind of music that I don't like. I think if you're over the age of 20 you're too old. Leave me out. Okay, I'm zooming into the MP. There you are. MTV crashes coming this September. Derry, London Derry. Okay, I hope you like this little video. Not that much to look at, but it gives you a flavour of what's happening along the quayside that used to be the quayside here in Derry. Lots of things have changed, and it's all for the good. I'll do a little turn here. So I started off, where did I start off? Started off there beyond those apartments. You can see the boats in the distance. Not too far, it's about a mile away. A 20-minute walk or so. Anyway, this is me telling you what it's like to live, possibly in the best city in the best country in the world. Derry, London Derry. May your God go with you.